secondary support or their
I mean, Alliance have a lot of ways to try to deal with the AM. Like, Chronosphere is just amazing. You have a position 1 Void versus a position 1 Anti-Mage. That's obviously great lockdown. But as we talked about before, Vega have a lot of ways to keep the AM alive with Shackle Shot, if that latches, if a Wind Ranger's outside of it, Slardar maybe on the side of it. Pretty much every other hero has some sort of Disable or X or Boat or Blinding Light to try and keep the Anti-Mage safe if he gets caught out. Disruptor now the final choice for Alliance, realizing they need some more lockdown, some more silence. A great hero to try to deal with the mobile AM, and Ranger, the pick that we were both a little bit curious about. Arrow does just nail the range creep. Seems like a very even mid matchup here. Both players within 1 or 2 CS of each other.
And they both have bows and arrows. It's one of the few rare matchups that's actually fair.
That's a fair point. Mag, now this could actually be the first blood. One final auto attack from Loda gets it. And the Slardar will concede the first death of the game.
It's just so hard for him to lane against this with Thunderstrike, Glimpse potential, the movement speed that Weaver has, and even Earthquake initiating. Like, it's a very tough lane for him.
Through these tangos so fast. He's only got 3 left.
There's actually a TP on Kunkka there too, which is really detrimental. He didn't need to rotate top, so he's top for nothing, and that's going to make his next mid less efficient.
And 50 gold wasted. Yeah. And he also doesn't have boots, so even slower. Whoa!
My god. He was just last hitting, he power shot him from the river. That was it. He was just slow.
Oh, wow.
Got hit from the front too, so he just took the full damage. That's where I did not expect that. That's a kill that just simply shouldn't ever happen.
Item after that. Her right click is scary. Now up top, Mag, stun, kinetic field, comes out just a little late. Torrent, not going to be on the money. And both sides will disengage. Okay.
They're really lacking mana on the Disruptor. He's been casting so many spells that he just has nothing. He doesn't even have Glimpse yet.
Torrent does connect on Loda this time. Follow-up damage. FN charging up the Illuminate. They get the kill on Weaver. EGM might not be able to make it out. A few more right clicks and he's going down. Can they close the gap? He's looking for the deny, but the neutral almost does it, actually. It comes out just half a second too late. A double kill for FNG on the Keeper of the Light. They want Pablo as well. Perhaps X marks the spot. They will not commit to the follow-up. Still another set of kills as Vega. Power shot does not connect on EGM, but Pablo still taking a lot of damage. Even though Alliance don't concede a death, they did not get the better of that right-click trade with 3 heroes now out of mana and pretty low on HP. S4 sips up the bottle, but
they're just kind of dying here. He's going to lose the rune too. He could die here.
Oh
my god.
Coddle snipes the rune, and they still kill him. And on top of that, it's the Wind Ranger that gets credit for the kill.
The evasive heroes like Weaver, like Lloyd, like Earth Spirit, even Potom, same case. Like, it's kind of crazy in some ways that Alliance happened to pick all these heroes into him, but they probably grabbed it for other reasons.
Chronosphere onto FN. Arrow does follow and connect with the boat, hits Admiral Bulldog, also gives FN the rum. They're in great shape. FN's not even worse for wear. He just turns, right clicks, Mana Void. It's an easy kill. The Chronosphere does next to nothing, and now Alliance have no choice but to retreat.
Not good.
That right there was pretty damning, just showing how little they were able to do. I mean, FN wasn't even close to dying.
Do they have an arrow follow-up, at least?
Yeah, they hit him with the arrow, too.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, then. All the heroes are just under level 2.
Berg mid. Oh, he gets off the wind run! He makes it out of the kinetic storm, or kinetic field static storm combo. He will get caught by the Earth Spirit. That TP gets interrupted, and they do get the kill. It works out okay for Alliance, but kind of a close call. He almost
2 nukes or something like that.
Yeah,
quite good.
I like the choice here from Iceberg. A little bit different. I think he could have gone for the Blink Dagger if he wanted it, but focusing just more on right click rather than guaranteed shackles. FN maybe in trouble here. Moonlight Shadows, they drop a ward down, but they saw the Moonlight Shadow get used. FNG will get Chrono, but the Blinding Light comes out beforehand. He can't get off the auto attacks. Arrow from downtown will connect, and they ultimately get the kill. But again, we're seeing the power of this Vega draft in terms of dealing with the Chrono. They get the counter kill straight away. Now Pablo's stunned up. He's on the run, drops the Static Storm, but it makes no difference. Loda does not get shackled, or at least it doesn't last. But he does get X, and they've got plenty of crowd control. 1 for 3. Vega take a great fight, losing only their Keeper of the Light. Then the extra attack range does help on Weaver.
So he went
a little further back.
Kind of like this. It's a little bit stronger for the early game. I thought most. Oh, they're gonna front this.
On the Iceberg. They'll probably kill the Wind Ranger here. Static Storm Kinetic Field will lock him in place. Limited options. The boat may fly through in time. They actually can't kill Iceberg. He makes it out. They turn it on the Bulldog as well as the Earth Spirit. It's a 2-0 the other way. Iceberg's still alive after Loda tries to commit for it. Now Pablo locked down by the Slardar. Kinetic Field not going to save him, nor with the Moonlight Shadow. It's a 4-0. Marana, the only one that survives. Somehow, some way, Iceberg survived through all that.
Man, that was just absolutely terrible for Alliance. It looked like such a good initiation, but the Wind Ranger just completely survived through it. Maybe they needed to stack their disable less, like into more and more magic damage to make it more special, but against an AM, you don't want that. You don't want to do magic damage.
Yeah, exactly. Smart stuff here. FN on the front lines, Moonlight Shadow. They could look for an opening to try to bring him down, but remember, he has the Aegis, so this is not the target you want to go for. Great sentry ward from FNG. They know what's going on. EGM goes rolling on in as the fight breaks out. Iceberg, the one that gets caught by the Chrono. He does not have the Admiral's Rum. He's taking heavy damage here, and they will actually kill him.
They're winning
1 for 2. They brought down the Coddle also. Vega might have actually lost this fight. AM now reinitiates. They destroy Loda. EGM with nowhere to go. Can't go blow for blow with FN. But now S4 blinks back into the fray. Buyback from Loda. He does time-lapse. That's how he got back in so quick, but it's now a dieback from Loda. FN able to bring him down. They still have no answer for this anti-mage. A rampage for FN. Still with the Aegis in tow. It's a double rampage. Alliance in big, big trouble here, Purge.
It would look so good for them at the start. They jumped in and they blew up Coddle right away while dodging the starter initiation. That's basically perfect for them. And they killed Iceberg right at the start with the Disruptor ulti, but Anti-Mage just so far ahead and slowly but surely kills everybody on the enemy team.
Oh, they pull in FN. He's going to keep split pushing. Just looking at this fight once more, though, great work to put the Sentry Ward down. That's part of what allowed Vega to take this fight, is they sort of knew that it was coming. It was a good Chronos here. We're going to have to go back in game because FN going in deep. He's silenced here. He goes hard onto S4. Is able to leap back to victory. Remember, FN does have the Aegis, so he can stay pretty aggressive. EGM on the back line, hit by the boat. He'll be brought down. Disruptor killed by FN. He's literally just soloing the team. He brings down the Faceless Void. It will cost him the Aegis. If Loda dies here, remember, he does not have a buyback. Now he gets X, stunned. He's down. 3 heroes in the grave with no buyback. Void, the only one dead that can get back in this game. They still have a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, so it probably won't be Megas off this push, but this is crippling damage. They have no answer for this 12-0-6 anti-mage. Now the tier 3 tower falling rapidly. Alliance with no option but to let their tier 3 tower and barracks fall here in the mid lane.
And Vega just owned the early game so hard. S4 does get 1 kill, but that's not going to stop everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's cute. That helps, but it's still just the Coddle. FN still feeling very strong against the towers up top, doing a little more split push action. They actually did not get the barracks mid. Alliance were able to hold this off, at least for now, but FN goes back in and will finish off the melee, the high prize target. Rolling Polar forward, FN throws out some right clicks, and EGM gets destroyed once more. Glimpse back into a Chrono. FN gets hit by an arrow, but there's a Torrent. Boat flying through. He needs the Rum. He's got it, and he will live. Manta style, right on the Bulldog. He's out of mana, and he dies. AM still able to live through all of this. Loda dies again, and there's the GG called. Impressive stuff from Vega. Game 2, only 26 minutes, 30-10. Anti-Mage with a flawless match.
No kidding. He just got so far ahead, and then the Solar Crest follow-up was so interesting as well to stack more evasion on top of the 35% that AM already had. He was just impossible to kill when they were that far behind. So really nice way to just end the game. The Butterfly plus